I am a little bit.
Excuse me for thinking you not a fucking pussy, nigga.
Whatever, shut up.
Yo. Niggas is back, gang.
We back.
We back.
Queen of
This is
Harlem.
episode 27 of Pop Your Shit.
Yes.
You know what the goal is? I don't know if you know what my goal is. My goal is to get to 50 episodes.
Okay, we gonna do it.
Hell yeah.
We gonna do it.
This episode, I don't have a title for it yet, but we talking about you niggas and you hoes and the relationships. I'm gonna name it something good, but I don't know yet.
Relationships is the topic.
Pop your shit before we get into anything. It's been 2-3 weeks since the people seen you. What's going on with you? Let me light this blunt. Pop your shit, gang.
You know, nothing regular, working, still broke. Don't know how that worked, but yeah. You know, trying to get my life right, trying to get back into skill, you know, all that. I'm loving that it's full. Please, that stink funky hot shit. Y'all can have it. I'm good. So I'm excited, you know, Halloween season. Yeah, I mean, how y'all been doing? How you been doing?
I've been chilling, man. I've been working, still broke, just like you. We got to figure out what the fuck we got going on in this bitch. But I'm very excited. I'm getting back on stage with comedy this weekend. If you want to come see me, DM me about some dates. But
Yes.
Everything is good. So I just want to say before we get into the nitty gritty that me and P did an episode similar to this. I think the first episode she did, we dibbled and dabbled a lot into relationship shit.
Okay.
But it's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
A lot of shit has happened since then.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get into it. What's the first segment?
So the first segment is we're gonna share a little funny or awkward relationship story. Yeah.
I'm going first on the story, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me tell y'all. And my girl was actually supposed to be here to record, but she's a piece of shit who doesn't give a fuck about me.
Shout out to Miss Angie. Love you, girl.
So, all right, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. A couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago to be exact, right? Shout out to my guy Mosquito. My mans came to see me. We was gonna go run some errands. He had some shit to tell me about. We was gonna run some errands. So, okay, we was going to Walmart, right?
Uh-huh.
Angie was going to the gym, right? So, for you to understand, you know the Walmart in North Bergen?
North Bergen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, so just so to understand, if we using, y'all can see my knees. If Walmart is right here, the gym she at is right here, like a 4-minute drive, right? So we had went to Walmart. I had got a bunch of groceries, but I forgot that all my bags, my plastic bags, reusable bags, was in the trunk of the car that Angie was using at the gym, right? So I said, all right, 4-minute drive, no problem. I put all the shit in his trunk, all loose and shit like that. Raw dog in the car, and I drove to Planet Fitness to get the bags. As I'm getting the bags, I said, yo, it'd be funny, because I got extra key to the car. I said, it'd be funny if I parked the car dumb, stupid far. But I thought that was a little mean. I said, she gonna freak the fuck out, right? So I said, you know what? Here's a happy medium. What I did was, and for y'all to understand why this is a funny prank, I've been fucking with my girl for 5 years. Since 2020, we've been dealing with each other. We ain't been together since 2020. For all you hoes, we ain't been together since 2020. But we've been rocking with each other since 2020, gang. I have never once seen her park a car in a parking lot front first. She always backs into the spot.
Okay, so she got a little thug in her.
And my
she
girl,
street smart. Okay.
My girl, she take edibles before she goes to the gym. That should get her
crazy.
going. Yeah. So I said, yo, if I'm not gonna move the car, I'm gonna turn the car around. So it was back then, and I turned it around and I said, let's see, right? Let's see what happens, right? So then I do it. Me and my mans, we dip. I go to bring the groceries. I got mad perishables and shit I gotta put in the fridge. So I go do that. So we chilling, we smoking. She called me, right? When she called me and my man is like, right? So I pick up, I put on speaker. I'm like, hey, babe. And she's like, don't play with me. She said, Q, did you move the car? So mind you, she knows I'm smacked. So I'm laughing heavy, but I'm trying to make it seem as if I'm laughing because I'm smacked, not because whatever. Right. So I was really going to commit to it, right? Because I'm telling her, I'm like, yo, babe, I'm nowhere near you right now. I just got the groceries. I'm bringing the groceries upstairs. I'm like, you got my location. I'm green lighting her. I'm gaslighting her. I'm like, you got my location. What you mean? I moved the car. I'm at the house. Look, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, Q, I know I'm not crazy. I'm like, yo, babe, whatever. So she's like, I need you to come get me because if I don't remember parking the car front facing, then I'm too high to drive.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna go get her and keep the shit going, but I ended up telling her like, nah, I'm
You
just
play
fucking.
You played too much.
I was like, nah, I'm just fucking with you.
When I got home, I would have beat your ass. Cause nigga, I feel like when you high, you already like, I don't know. But I feel like if you high and then somebody do some shit like that, girl, I would have a heart attack. I knew die right on the spot.
I knew that if I sold it well enough, like if I acted well enough, that I could get her to believe it.
You crazy.
I knew, but the thing is, like I said, with her, like I said, she does not park the car. I've seen her back a car into an empty parking lot before. Like that's just how she do it. She got OCD like that. So I knew she was gonna be like, what the fuck, as soon as she saw it.
Nigga.
But nah, yeah, that's my little story. That was I had fun. I ain't gonna lie. She ain't like it, but I had fun.
Yeah, you childish. I know she was so fucking mad. She ain't be child.
Nah, she ain't be bad. She wish she could be bad.
Cause Angie don't play.
She wish she could be bad. She pussy. She not like that.
Nah, I'm weak. Oh, I can't wait till my man come home so I can do some pranks on him.
What prank would you pull on him?
I don't even know. I would have to think about that. I don't know.
I feel like I just gonna sound crazy, but I feel like with niggas it's a little different. Yeah. Because I feel like niggas like go to 10. Like if it was me and I saw the car parked how I ain't leave it, I'd have been thinking niggas was trying to kill me. I'd been thinking niggas was lying to me for my little $4 I got in my account.
I'm fucking weak. Not the $4. Let me get $2. Shit. Let me hold a little sign.
Yeah, we about to get into the relationship shit. Before, I don't want to say before we do all that, but just understand.
I want to share my awkward.
Oh no, I wasn't moving on. I was just saying anything you hear on this show, because they be in them. I don't know if you see the TikTok comments, but I be in them TikTok comments.
They be talking shit.
Yo, gang, just not too much on us. Go ahead, tell your story.
Please. Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all a little funny. Well, it wasn't really funny. It wasn't funny at all. The fuck, but yeah, it was crazy. So if y'all don't know, my man is in jail. Unfortunately, free my man. I love you so much. Yes. So somebody had called me, right? Somebody had called me. I didn't hear his name. It was off another pin, but I'm not thinking nothing of it because sometimes, he called me from other people's time or whatever. So the person was like, oh, something happened to your boyfriend. He got into it. He ended up getting cut. He in the pen right now. The COs is not trying to let him out. He left a note. I'm going to read you what he said. So he was like, I'm going to call you when I get to another building. I love you, whatever, all of that. And was like, oh, he says send such and such to this number. Not no little shit, $600. He said send $600 to this number. Again, I'm not thinking of it because my boyfriend is always telling me to, send some money and stuff or whatever.
So that's not out of the normal.
Right. Yeah, and I didn't want him to be, whenever he gets to where he got to get to, it could be a couple days from now. I ain't want him to bark on me like, yo, I needed you to do something for me and you ain't handle that. Come on. So I did it or whatever. Ciao. I'm going to say like maybe 2 hours later, my boyfriend called me. And I'm like, babe, what happened? He like, what you mean what happened? I'm giving him the rundown of what the fuck. He goes the fuck off. Like, goes off, okay, to 100. He mad at me, and I can't be mad at him for being mad at me because, girl, why would you do that? But I don't know. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in jail. I don't know how that shit working there. Like, I just thought I was doing a good deed, okay? But something happened to my man. He say, do something, I'm gonna do it, okay? But yeah, long story short, it was a lie. And that nigga be doing that to a bunch of people. Well, he be trying to get people for their money. But my man don't play, so he got that bread back. The thing that stands out to me, and you kind of touched on it, is I could imagine what it's like to be in jail and you don't know something happened. Everything is like, at least you think everything is copacetic, yes. And they're like, yo, what happened? You like, right. What you mean? What happened? What you mean? So right. I could imagine the angst in that. That's the one thing that's what stands out to me. There is like, I could imagine being like, I'm good, bitch. You good? Like, what's going on? Yeah, like, yo, I'm telling you, my mouth fell on the floor. He was pissed the fuck off. It was just a whole lot of. It was a lot. But yeah, that's the crazy.
At least you got your bread back though.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, my man on play.
What the fuck is Angie doing right now? I just dropped the blunt, gang. Ooh. I'm about to call her. Anyway, Moving on to the next segment, we're gonna discuss something relationship-wise that is heavily discussed on social media. The name of the segment is called the 50-50 Files, and if you can guess why, it's because we're gonna talk about couples going 50-50. Yes. Now, there are a lot of strong opinions about going 50-50. So we'll start with this, and I'll ask you this: where do you land on that? And like that. I feel like that's complicated, but like generally, where do you land on that? And then we'll get into it.
All right. The whole 50-50 conversation, I feel like it depends on a relationship and the people in the relationship. If my man is a fucking millionaire and he's bringing in money and he make more money than me, then yeah, I'm going to expect for him to pay most of the bills, pay the big shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could pay a little something here and there. But I feel like if that's not the case, we're young. At the end of the day, I'm trying to get my life figured out. My man's trying to get his life figured out. I'm not gonna expect for him to be paying all of the fucking bills. Like, that's just not realistic. Do you know how hard it is to even survive off of one fucking income? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Even $100,000 really is not that much to live in New York. So I feel like it just really depends. If he's the breadwinner, he make all the bread, then yes, he should be paying all the bills. Well, most of the bills. But I feel like, girl, like, you could bring something to the table too. You could pay a little cable bill, a little light bill, $50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now let's dissect this, right? Because the world we live in today, there are two different universes. There's social media, and then there's reality, right?
Okay.
Now I feel like social media, and I feel like this is where things really like, if you single and you looking, this is where shit really get a little sticky, right? Because social media will have you believe that the man is supposed to take on all the bills or whatever. And I'm not necessarily saying, like, because like you said, there's situations where that would make sense, right? But nigga, I'm not famous, I'm not rich. Like people don't tend to deal in reality, right? I'm 29 years old. I'm from Brooklyn. I live in Jersey now, right? Do you know the income you have to pull to be able to support a person? Just one person. And that's not even mentioning if you have kids, right?
Yes.
But just to support yourself, if you just want to live by yourself, like, let's be real. The 50-50 convos is not based in reality. They're based off of celebrity lifestyles that people want to mimic.
Yes. And or scammers and all that, because you know.
Oh, scammers too.
Right.
Scammers ruin it for the regular niggas.
Yeah, like, it's hard. It's hard, and most people are not making more than $50,000. Like, and New York is one of the most expensive cities in the world. Even if you don't live in New York, like, I just feel like a man usually takes care of the responsibilities. He takes care of most things, of you, the children. You know what I'm saying? So damn, you could take a little something off his back. God damn, like, why the nigga gotta do everything and you just lay on your ass and don't do nothing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't contribute to nothing.
I think people also, like, people will go by traditional values where, like, the old school household, whereas the man goes to work, he makes all the money, the girl stays home with the kid, she's the housewife, right? And I think a lot of times the conversation is based in that. But all right, so, like, for example, I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all me and Angie split financially. I live with my girl, right? We split rent down the middle. We split. All right, I'm not gonna give y'all the full breakdown, because that's none of y'all business for real. But so the split that me and Angie have, and keep in mind, my girl is the breadwinner. She makes more money than me, right? And she always has. Like, she just got, shout out to my baby, she just got a new job, so she about to up that a little more. But even before her old job, she was making more than me, right? But I still, as a man, I have to carry at the very minimum my weight.
Right.
And even before, there was a period, remember, when I was unemployed, right?
Yeah.
Even before, I was pulling what I could with, you see what I'm saying? She was holding it down, right? But I was pulling what I could. I'm the type of person, as a man, I always want to pull my weight. Now, whatever extracurriculars we got, let's say trips, let's say I would consider the car, right? Like, certain shit like that, you know, we can find what is comfortable for both of us, right? But I feel like in real life, when we're talking about real people with real 9 to 5s, we're not talking about Chris Brown and Carucci.
Right.
When we talking about real people, that we have to be intentional about it. You know what I mean? It can't just be, I want to base my lifestyle off of a social media lifestyle, or I want to base my lifestyle off of a tradition from 1957. Right. You feel me? Like, it has to be me and my girl. We know how much we make. I'm gonna always contribute my way on the rent and all that other shit. And then, you feel me? The dynamic there is we know what we need. Like we like a well-oiled machine, for example. Like I know if I got the grocery order this time, that she's probably gonna pay for the laundry, do the laundry, right. blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like people aren't living in reality, and you have to live in reality for shit to work. Because that social media life you chasing, even if you meet a nigga, right, that's taking care of you, he a scammer. Because like I said, we not talking about celebrities. Okay. Talking about real people. Right. Like, he a scammer, whatever. How long can you scam? We all in our 30s, right? Well, my demographic. Right. You think they're going to be scamming when he's 50, but you're still going to expect him to take care of you when you're 50. And you see, we not living in reality. It just don't work like that.
I feel like, okay. I feel like if a woman really, loves her significant other or the nigga she's dealing with, or whatever the case may be, she's not gonna not be with him or, not respect him because he wants to go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you're a regular person, what the fuck do you expect? And half of y'all be talking about something, they I know y'all gonna chew me up for this, but I don't care. Oh, she's a pick me, whatever.
Pop your shit.
Half of y'all be wanting traditional relationships and don't even do traditional shit. Y'all don't even do shit that traditional women do. Okay, you be outside all the fucking time smoking, drinking. You don't fucking take care of your kids. No, nothing. That's all you worry about is money, drugs, just the fast life. You know what I'm saying? You don't cook for your man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like...
Nothing though. Complete sidebar. When you first starting out though, as a nigga, you gotta pay.
Yes.
Because what I was talking about was like established, we locked in relationship.
Okay.
But you cheap niggas, pay for that date, gang.
Yeah,
but at the same time, hold on. Cheap niggas, pay for the date, gang. Pay for the date, bro. Don't be on no.
Yes.
But at the same time, you hoes, no, because I'm on y'all ass too. Who? You hoes, not you specifically, okay. But you hoes, stop being beggy for dates on the internet too. As a nigga, yes, you like the girl, you want to take her out, you want her time, pay for the dinner, pay for the movie, pay for whatever. But on the flip, y'all bitches be on the internet beggy for dates. Dates this, dates that, dates this. Yo, if a nigga want to take you out, gang, he's going to take you out. If you're not getting no dates, okay,
now,
go ahead.
Okay, I want to chime in on that. Yes, fellas, fellas, don't be talking about some because I definitely went out on a date like that before. He was trying to get me for years, and I was single, I was bored. I was like, all right, whatever. Like, let's just see. He not ugly, whatever. No, I was like, because I used to kind of like him in middle school or whatever. So I was like, all right, like whatever, we'll see. This nigga, we went to one spot, we had food and drinks or whatever. He said he wanted some more drinks, so we had went to another spot that he know of or whatever. And he was like, oh, I paid for I paid for, the other half of the day, so you could pay for this.
That's crazy.
Then asked me for gas money because he came and got me.
That's crazy.
Excuse
Niggas
me?
is bold, gang.
Bitch, do you know how fast I stopped talking to him? Don't piss me off. And hold on, one more thing. This shit was even crazier. Some guy that I was whatever. We was cool. He always liked me, but I didn't really see him like that. But we was cool. We used to go on dates, or not. I wouldn't say dates. We would hang out all the time. He would pay for his shit, and I would pay for mine. I didn't see it as a date. He didn't really see it as a date. We was just mad cool, and I know that he liked me. Okay, whatever. He hit me up one day and was like, "Oh, you want to go out on such and such to do such and such?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool. We can do that." Then the nigga gonna say, "Oh, but I'm kind of down right now. I don't get paid until." 3 weeks from now. So, I can front it for now, but if you could just give me the money back.
Yo, putting a date on consignment is crazy. Niggas, he was gonna...
Bitch, do what? What? Girl, I ain't never speak to that nigga again. Don't play with me. Like, for real. Don't play with me. And then, for you bitches that be begging all the time, yes, I do feel like if you're interested in a woman, a date should be the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we would get to know each other. I'm not coming over to your crib, so don't ask me. Bitch, you could take me out and we can have a formal...
Nah, I agree with you on that.
But sometimes, ladies, y'all be dragging it a little bit. Y'all asking for a nigga to pay for it. First of all,
Yeah.
you running up the tab and all
Yeah.
that, $200-$300
Big
ordering
back.
steak and lobster and shit. I mean, you can eat what you want, but it's
Biggie.
just like you should be mindful. It's not just about you. The date is not just about you. It's also about him
Yeah.
too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. First day, first time you getting to know somebody, don't be asking them to pay for this and pay for that. Like, girl, like, cause if the shoe was reversed, you wouldn't want a nigga asking you, oh, can you give me gas money? Can you pay for this? Can you do this? Can you do that? I don't even know you yet. Relax. And then to be real, when niggas is going, when they going on dates, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one that they're going on a date with. They dating around, want to see who they, you know what I'm saying, who they vibe with more. So this is constant money that they putting out. Yes, it's a choice, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So not all the time a nigga gonna have full $500 to throw out on just you. Bitch, he got 4 other dates in the past week. Okay. So yeah.
I do agree with you. You touched on something very important. If I'm telling you right now, ladies, I've been a nigga for years. I know I have plenty of nigga friends. If you gotta ask a nigga for a date, if you gotta pester a nigga for a date,
yeah, it's
gang,
quiet.
it's pathetic,
It's
gang.
quiet.
He don't fuck with you like that. And that's cool. That's cool.
So wait, what you think about the conversation of a nigga, I don't know, something coming up and the nigga being like, oh, you could just come over to the crib, I'll cook, or we could order food, when y'all originally was supposed to go out on a date. How you feel about that?
You know, really and truthfully, I don't see anything wrong with it if the girl don't see anything wrong with it. If the girl is cool with it, then fine. Because I've been in situations like that where I couldn't go on a date. I wasn't necessarily trying to fuck, but I was just saying, like, I want to spend time with you. I just don't got the money to take you out right now.
Okay.
And for some girls, that's a no. Like, if you like whatever, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But some girls will come over, just watch Netflix with you. Now, when actually, that's a whole nother episode.
Okay.
But the thing is, if you want to have a girl come to the crib, you gotta make it. To me, you gotta put a little razzle dazzle.
Right.
You know what I mean? A little effort into it.
Right.
What that effort looks like is different based on the girl that you're asking, because this girl might be into this girl might be into that. But I don't think it's a big deal as long as the girl think it's a big deal. If the girl's on something, I want to go on a date, you want to take on a date, gang, if you want to. You feel me? Like,
okay. I feel like coming to your house for the first date is just unacceptable for me.
Like, you wouldn't do that at all?
No, I would not. And I, not to say that I don't require much, because I do. Hello, but you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my boyfriend been together for almost 3 years now, and our first date, well, we met at work, so we kind of had already knew each other before the first date. But yeah, the first time that we actually spent time together, nigga, we went to Central Park and we was there from, I think we had got there at like 5 p.m. and we was there till 6 o'clock in the morning the next day. We didn't go eat, we didn't go drink, nothing. Like, we literally was just sitting there talking because the conversation was so good and the vibe was so good. Like, so I mean, even if you can't afford to do something drastic, you know what I'm saying? At least still go take a walk in the park or something. And now some women don't fuck with that neither. They feel like that's low effort, or that's beyond them, or whatever the case may be. Is to each his own. But to me, I don't really care about that. Like, but definitely going to your house the first couple times, we getting to know each other. Absolutely not. Okay, that's how bitches be getting cut up and stuffed in suitcases and shit. Hello,
yo,
like, no.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm gonna tell this quick story, and then we go move on.
Right.
If you don't got nothing else to say, right? Yo. I used to be I spent like a year or two being so iffy about taking girls on dates, because one of my female best friends, right? I started fucking with her friend because we was all at the same function or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So we had whatever we had that night, and then that was that. Okay. So fast forward maybe like a month and a half later, me and that girl probably been on like 2-3 dates at this point, right? And I ain't gonna lie, this shit hurt my feelings talking about it. Mm. She had texted me one day when I was with a friend. So she was like, why are y'all texting? I was telling her, I'm like, oh, we've been on a couple dates, whatever. She was like, yo, stop going on dates with her, because she be going on dates just to get free food. Like, she don't fuck with you like that.
Ooh.
Yo, when I tell you, that was the start of my villain origin story for like a year and a half, gang. I wasn't taking no hoes on no dates. I was doing bitches the dirtiest. You remember?
That's a real thing, though.
You actually, I'll be forgetting when you're in front of a camera. No, I was gonna say, you remember We'll talk about it. But that is connected to a whole nother story. But that really started my villain jail origin story. But on to the next fucking topic.
Right.
Am I bugging? I feel very strongly about this topic.
Okay.
Right? So am I bugging? We usually take one statement and then we ask y'all, are we bugging, right? For this one, we are talking about, we keeping a consistent theme of the relationship thing. And so this is the question. How do you feel about somebody in a relationship, being in a relationship with somebody that still lives with their parent? And would you go on a date with somebody knowing that they still live with their parents? Now, this question in particular is relevant because we get into that big age.
Yeah.
People in my age group, at least.
Yeah.
We get into that age where it's like, so because I got some, because I'm scared, I'm gonna let you go first.
Scary ass. Listen,
if you was single and you was dating, right, and you started talking to somebody, let's say through Instagram or whatever, how would you feel? Let's say just for shits and giggles, you at a point where you feeling him, but it's nothing serious yet.
Okay.
And you find out he still live with his parent. How you taking it from there?
A couple years ago, I didn't really have a problem with dating anybody that lived with their parents because I was still living at home with my mother. But once I got my own place, no. I mean, when I got my own place, I already had a boyfriend. But like, if it was a case where we wasn't together and I would be dating again, I'm definitely not dating anybody that lives with their parents, live with their baby mother, none of that. Okay, you need to be living by your motherfucking self. I just feel like if you should not expect something from somebody that you don't have either. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have your own place, then you can't be talking about I only dating because I got their own place. And if a nigga don't got his own place, then he can't approach me. Bitch, you don't even got your own place, your damn self.
Yeah, those supposed to be delusional. So,
yeah. But I feel like if it's something that you have, you can require that from somebody. We just too old, okay? We about to be 30. We about to be in our 30s. I feel like once you hit 25
Speak for yourself, auntie.
Whatever, nigga. I feel like once you hit 25 and up, you should be having your own place. You definitely, especially if you have kids.
Not 25?
Oh, absolutely
not. You said 25?
Yeah.
25 is a little crazy.
I mean,
I was nowhere near having my own crib at 25.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
How old am I? 29? I don't know, bitch. Or am I 28?
I would say that's the age I would say. I would say around 28 is where you pushing it. Right. 25?
Yeah. I mean, if you have kids and you 25, I don't know. If you have kids as a man or woman, you should be having your own place.
Here's what I'll say. As a man, right? I've always felt like the pressure was always more on the guy to have his own spot in a sense where it's like niggas will not stop fucking with you because you live with your moms. Yeah. But a girl will stop fucking with you if she find that out.
Yeah.
So I feel like the pressure has always been a little bit more on the boy, especially in like them early 20 stages where you like 21, 22, 23, because we all really still living with our parents at that time.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah. I think even at that age, somebody having their own place was like, oh shit. Yeah. Like you got your own place at 21, 22, 23.
But if you dealing with a girl at that age, especially as a nigga, especially if you trying to fuck, like it's your responsibility to come up with that place. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the pressure has always been, but I personally, I wouldn't, if I was single, I wouldn't stop fucking with a girl that was still staying with her parent. But to me, the mindset matters because what a common narrative that I see on social media is when people talk about living with their parent, they say like it'll be like, oh, well, in this economy, I'll stay with my mom as long as I have to.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, why not? Like, and I don't think that should be that. I think if you have that, that's like a loser mentality. Yeah. Like even I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've been living alone forever. I just moved out of my mom's crib 2 years ago, right? But even when I was at my mom's crib, all that was on my mind was getting out of that crib. You feel me? It wasn't no like, with this economy, I'm gonna stay here forever. No, that was never I used to stress about getting my own spot.
That's
you feel me?
Yeah,
and I feel like if you in that mindset of like, this economy is bad, therefore I'm going to stay with my parent as long as possible, and you 28, 29, 30, you got to get out that loser mentality.
And some of them even be saying, "Oh, well, the bitch, don't be mad at me because my parents love me and they don't mind me staying with them for as long as I can."
Yeah, I be seeing that too.
I just feel like that's beside. I mean, I get that. That's beautiful. You know, I don't really
and
think.
And kudos
that,
to them. They
got
parents.
Right. Like, I don't like parents that be kicking out their kids once they 18 or 21 or whatever the case may be is. But I just feel like once you reach a certain age, like you need to be on your own. And then it's like, how you want me to come over and we want to do the do, and your mom's and your grandma in the next room? What?
That's a good point you made. That was another reason it used to stress me out when I was staying with my mom. My mom is because I always felt like until you stay by yourself, you're not really an adult for real.
No.
There's still an aspect of you being a child.
Yes.
Because like if I want to have my friend over, I gotta ask my mom, hey, can I have my friend over? And that's childish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's another thing. Is like if you in that space where you just feel like I'm gonna stay here as long as possible, like it's like you gotta cut that umbilical cord. You feel me? Like
and fuck how it look or how other people think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about yourself. Like you don't want to have your own space. You don't want to be in a space where you don't have to answer to somebody. And you know what I'm saying? Like that was the case for me. Like, and I'm surprised that I even moved out as late as I did. I think I was like 23 or 24. I think. Yeah.
23, 24 ain't bad though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I was like 23, 24. This is my second apartment. But yeah, like it was a whole lot going on between me and my mother. We never really got along, so I used to always be out anyways. But yeah, I'm surprised I ain't move out quick enough. But yeah, I want my own space. A bitch couldn't pay me to live with my mother again or live with anybody again. No, ma'am. If it ain't my man and my kids, I'm not living with you. Okay.
So, are we bugging? Drop it in the comments how you feel.
Right.
Would you date somebody that still live with your parents? Right. The next topic is near and dear to my heart. Okay. So that's the one about niggas can address some fucking. Yeah. But all right. The next segment, you tell us, right? So a thing that comes up in relationships and dating is friends of the opposite sex. All right. So the question we have here. Right? Should a person be allowed to have a best friend of the opposite sex? Right? Is it just a friend? Would you feel how you feel about that topic if your partner had a friend of the opposite sex? Okay. E, pop your shit, gang.
Okay. This is an interesting topic because this was kind of obviously, like a topic of interest in my relationship. But it's a little different because he's in jail, so everything is like heightened. But I'm gonna be real. Do I feel like a person should be allowed to have a best friend of the opposite sex? It depends on the situation. I feel like you need to meet the person. Meet the person, get to feel them for yourself. I don't know. You need to know the nature of relationship, where the fuck y'all met, how long y'all been friends for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and really determine if they're actually just friends. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna sit here and act like that's not a real thing where fucking people be doing shit with their best friends or they close friends of the opposite sex. Like that's a real thing. So you know what I'm saying? You always want to be sure that that's not fucking going on while you in a relationship with somebody.
Well, here's what I'll say. Right. I think that at the core of a successful relationship is trust. Trust, yes. Right? And a big factor and the big factor that you mentioned is another thing that matters is if this friend was around before you and how long, right?
Yes.
Because a new best friend, right? I can see, you know what I mean. Right. Nah, I still think that you like. Right. I still like we.
You could be close.
We 30 gang. We gotta make more friends in life. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think that trust is important. Yes, right. And I think that there are a lot of things, like a lot of toxic things that are romanticized in relationships that are built around like jealousy. Like, for example, if you got a bad bitch, she can't go outside, right? Like, if you can't let your girl outside, then she shouldn't be your girl. You should, like, now, just like earlier, there are social media concepts where it's like people just say shit on social media just to say shit. And then there's real life, right? So if your girl real life, like, gotta pick your teeth to fucking go out with her friends. Like the trust is not there. It's not gonna work. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something right now, gang. There's nothing that's stopping no motion. If your nigga wanna cheat on you, no matter what, you can have his location. He's gonna find a way. You can have the password on his phone. He's gonna find a way. You could live with the nigga. He's gonna find a way. Right. You could spot he's gonna find a way. So all these little stupid little methods y'all do to make sure your nigga don't cheat. I'm telling you right now, y'all not stopping no motion. If I want to cheat, I'm gonna cheat, whether you got my location or not. Like, you feel me? So I feel like, although I get where people are coming from sometimes, I think the premise is flawed in the sense where it's like, if you think that there's any chance that your nigga's gonna fuck his best friend, then fundamentally we got a problem from the jump. You feel me?
Right.
Like, so it's understandable, but it's like, then if you don't trust this person, then y'all don't have no business being in a relationship. It's gonna fail. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which is true. But I feel like it's just human nature when you're in a relationship to you're gonna think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna want to know. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, even if you're not insecure, y'all don't have any trust issues in your relationship, you're gonna wonder, like, you know, I would hope that they're genuinely just friends and it's nothing extra going on. You know what I'm saying? And I can't, because I just feel like that's human nature. If you say that you don't think about that, because fuck the best friends, even your own fucking sister or your own mother could fuck your man. Like, it's just like, you have to kind of not side eye everybody, but don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just showing right now, E. Your trust issues is showing right now, E.
I'm just saying, like, you just have to, I don't know. Because you can't sit here and say that Angie ain't like, okay, like, they say they close, you know, I will hope that that's just what it is. That's natural.
No, you're right. I agree with you.
Right.
No, the initial trepidation about it, of being like, you know, like, whatever, is natural, right? But whatever questions Angie have about you, Angie been around me. If you get around me and you for more than 5 minutes, you gonna know we not fucking.
Like, you gonna know. Like,
and
what?
So that's where another thing of the trust lies is, where it's like, all right, you think me in Egypt, whatever, come hang with us to Compod.
Right, but
you see what I'm saying?
But the person wouldn't know that until they see the interaction.
No, that's what I'm saying. The initial
you
trepidation is warranted, right? But the extraness of, like, I gotta have my nigga location all the time.
Right.
That is like, that's never gonna work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's too much.
But the initial trepidation, I get that. The initial, like, pushback, that's natural. That's human nature. Yeah. Which is why, like,
even if Angie was to have a that's my best friend, you won't be like, what?
So we out. You feel me?
Like, let me
because I know my girl. I know if there was any sexual tension there, I'll be able to catch it.
Right. And you as a nigga, let's be real. The reason why this is even a topic of discussion is because a lot of women and men, they just cannot, not to say that they can't be friends, but it's a lot of situations where they always cross that fucking boundary.
Yeah,
so that's why it's always, you know, like,
for sure.
When you in a relationship, you be like, hold on.
And another thing to think about is, because you're right. I'm in no world am I trying to say female, male, and friends don't. You feel me? Like, I know that.
That's not always the case, but it happens.
And this is a whole nother topic. But you should not be if you want a successful relationship. If you just having fun, do you? But if you want a successful relationship, you should not be in a relationship with a person until that trust is full. So that process of, like, okay, Q say Egypt is his friend, but I'm not sure, right? All right, so come hang out with me in Egypt. You see me in Egypt, interact, you know, whatever. Like, that should happen before we enter the relationship, because at the point of a relationship, like, you should just be able to trust your girl. You feel me?
No, I mean, if y'all exclusively dating, then
and
okay. But if y'all not, it's like,
that's the next segment too. But like,
like,
I think that, like, I'm so confident, and I have a lot of female friends. Bree, you feel me? Angie been around Bree and Bree. If you were around me and Bree for 2 minutes, you know me and Bree not fucking. Pascal, you feel me? Me and Pascal are not blood cousins. Like, if you've been around me and Pascal for more than 5 minutes, you know me and Pascal not fucking, bro. Like, you feel me? So I think there's an element of that, but the initial jealousy is understandable.
And I also do feel like, just out of respect, when you in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying, they do have a best friend or whatever of the opposite sex, I feel like you, as, you know what I'm saying, as the friend, you should also want to be like, listen, like, ain't nothing going on. Like, you could chill with us. You could, like, whatever. So they could also see for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because if they give pushback, then it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to think that.
But me personally, like, for example, I'm going to use me and you, right?
Yeah.
If Angie or, like, anybody was on some, like, cut Egypt off shit, or, like, being funny about you, I'm not going to lie, I would give pushback, because, like, I know
we're
in my
literally
intent.
Strictly just friends. Yeah.
Like, I know. Like, Like if somebody's on something, I'm like, no, bro. I know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
come on now. So I would give pushback. And let's say she's side-eyeing me like, see, whatever, and you give me pushback. I'm not giving pushback because I'm fucking her. I'm giving pushback because that's just my fucking friend, gang. Like,
what the fuck?
So that's another hard element of it.
Yeah,
it's like, if they give pushback, is it because that, or is it because it's like, yo, bro, I'm really not doing nothing? But it also depends on the kind of pushback. Because if I was fucking my friend and like I would not want, like, she wouldn't even know that, like, about her. Whereas, like, nigga, if I'm telling you, oh, this is my friend,
right,
you think I'm gonna
Why would I be
you?
right? But shit like that do be happening though. That's the crazy part. Like, so you can't even be mad for a person to think that. But I don't know. It just really depends. It just really depends. I feel like all parties need to put in the effort to, just meet each other, make each other comfortable, and just. Make it clear, like, listen, we're just friends. It's actually people of the opposite sex that can be just friends and not have anything else going on. And if that do happens, I feel like y'all was never really friends for real. Like, do you know the meaning of a friend? Not somebody that, maybe want to fuck me, or if I throw the coochie at them, they would want to take it. No, we're strictly friends. I'm not attracted to this person. They not attracted to me. We are friends. That's possible.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying?
You're looking at it right now.
Exactly.
Like,
and this conversation literally, I'm pretty sure only happens, with my people. I don't think white people be having this conversation. I don't know. What you think?
Yo, there you go trying to make black people look bad every episode.
Trying to make black people look bad. I love my people. I'm just saying. It's just certain topics of conversation. It's just like, why we do?
Nah, but
have to have
what I will say is, you're not gonna get me canceled before I even start.
Oh Lord.
Those other people. Not only is it not like that with them, they a little extra weird with their friendships and like their dynamics. Like sometimes they be crossing boundaries that you should not be crossing. Right. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna take that back. We're gonna scratch that out. Cut that out.
Yo, I'm not cutting shit out.
Oh.
Well, you better hope Rich cut it out now.
Yeah, but that's just that. And then also, I got to keep it real because that applies to me. It depends. If your man is in jail, what you expect? I don't know. Especially if they never met the person before. What? We gotta talk about it. Because if you can relate, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If it was the other way around, I would feel away. Not feel away, but I would be like, huh? Chill. Like, I want to meet the bitch. Hello? What's up? What y'all got going on? When y'all mad? Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I agree with you on that. Exactly. Yeah, they should be able to meet.
But anyways.
Exclusive or not. Exclusive or not. This is another important one. Damn, 157. All right, exclusive or not. Right?
We got two more.
A big conversation on social media, and like I said, we got to dissect social media and reality, right? Is the concept of a man having to cut all of his women off, like the other women he's talking to off, upon meeting the girl that is, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be like, I want you to cut your bitches off the first, like, and
no.
I thought that was some social media bullshit that girls say.
Like sarcasm or something.
And girls, girls be living by that. Like,
really?
Girls be, you could be chilling with them, and if you get a text from another bitch, they will say something, bro, and it's like, yo, I met you on Tuesday, bitch, it's Friday. Like,
right. I mean, I feel like out of respect, if we're getting to know each other or whatever the case may be is, don't text other bitches while you with me. I just feel like that's disrespectful. Like, you could wait until we're done with spending time or our day or whatever the case is. I feel like that's rude.
I don't agree with that 100%, but it's understandable. It's not outrageous, but I'm gonna tell you, this bitch is my phone. That's the way I look at it. But
you can't be like that. If you by yourself, okay, but you're on a date with somebody, you're getting to know somebody. This could be somebody that's
if we at the table having dinner,
in a
but
with you.
If we walking up to the line, I send a little quick texty text.
No,
because I could be texting a girl. I could be texting a girl I'm talking. Look, I'm about to get you because y'all want communication, right? I could be texting the girl I'm talking to, like, yo, just so you know, I'm gonna be going for a few hours. I'll holler at you a little later. Another girl that I'm talking to, that's proper communication other than besides just disappearing for hours.
Right.
So
that's fine. If you if you're dating, let the person know, hey, you're not the only person I'm talking to. I'm dating other people, and you could do the same as well. But I just feel like, when you're spending time with somebody that could be potentially your, your mates, you should not be texting nobody that you dealing with or fucking, or that's just disrespectful, I think.
What do you think? Where is a reasonable point to expect cut a man to cut off the girl he's talking to as it pertains to like one female, like wherever they're taking it, and let me ask you, and then the follow up to that would be: is that timeline different for the woman? You know what I mean? So when does the woman have to cut off all the niggas?
Right.
So
you know, it'd be,
as a girl, if you talking to a boy, what do you think makes sense on like when it should be like, okay, you shouldn't be talking to nobody else?
I feel like at the point where we say, okay, we're dating exclusively, we're not in a relationship yet. But we've gotten to a point where no, I fuck with you. I like you. Like I fuck with you. I like you.
Let's be real though. Those conversations don't be getting had.
Yes,
though.
they do. That conversation happened.
Oh
with
yeah.
Terrence, yeah.
All right, so keep going.
Yeah.
I feel like my fault. I was under the impression that like people don't be having. I've never had that conversation before. But go ahead. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Right? No, it's okay. That was the first time I've ever had that conversation. To be
That's
honest.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I feel like it should be had though because you should know what's going on. All right, I'm dealing with other people. You dealing with other people. You know what I'm saying? Just out of respect, whatever. But we did have a point where we was like, no, like you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with you. Like I'm not dealing with nobody else. Like I'm not talking to nobody else. Like, and then when we wanted to get in a relationship, we was like, all right, we doing this. We in a relationship. That's it. Like, so wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, my fault.
So I feel like, yeah, once y'all establish that y'all are dating exclusively, just each other, well, when y'all want that, then you should cut the others off.
Yo, I have never in my life, every girl I ever got with in my life, I did not cut off the hoes until after, like the day we got in the relationship.
Oh,
Let me tell you, gang. When me and Angie made it official, I had to cut hoes off that day, nigga. It's one girl. There's no way she watches. It's one girl. I think I lied and told her like, I just found out I got a kid on the way. I really want to put all my energy towards that, so we're gonna have to cut this off. But
you see, that's why I feel like you shouldn't wait until the date or whenever y'all establish y'all are actually in a relationship because then now you gotta jump through hurdles and do all of this shit to explain to the other people that you're dealing with, hey, you gotta make up something or just tell them, hey, I'm in a relationship with somebody now, so I'm not gonna fuck with you no more. Yeah. Like, no. And I'm not gonna lie. That even kind of happened to me when me and my boyfriend was just like, okay, like I'm fucking with you, you fucking with me. Like we wasn't in a relationship yet, but that's just what that was. And somebody that I was dealing with before him, he was mad when I was like, I'm not fucking with you. I'm dealing with somebody else. He was mad. Oh, watch when I catch you, bitch. Like doing a whole yes. So imagine if we was in a relationship, that would have just been too much. But yeah, so. I feel like that's just a little bit. I
cut off hoes same day. Because what happens is you can't ruin your rotation for something that you don't know for sure. Like, no matter how serious. No, let me tell you, because I've been burnt like that before. No matter how serious you get with a girl, at least this was the way I thought about it. No matter how serious you get with a girl, you always keep something because bitches be moving funny. Let me tell you, I remember once I was dealing with this girl, cut all the hoes off. Then she started fucking. She cuffed another nigga because she ended up being pregnant by the nigga. And now I had no fucking hoes, gang.
But see, that's the thing though. I feel like it's different between. Well, I mean, some women do think like that, but I feel like it's a little bit different because you're a man. But me personally, I don't really. I feel like if you're a person that don't really care about, I always have to have a roster. I always gotta have hoes. Like I always gotta. Like I don't care about that. Like I've gone like been completely single, year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, and not talk to nobody, not be in a relationship, nothing. I'm literally just focused on me. Like I don't be wanting to be bothered. So yeah, where was I going with that?
You gonna ask my high ass where you was going with that?
Like, come on, we can't be doing this.
Yo, all right. So another question, unrelated, right? And this was the next segment anyway, right? We touched on it a little earlier when we was talking about trust, right? But I feel like the strict partner, having somebody that's strict, right? I feel like that's trendy now, right? Shots, nigga? Nah, not at all. Cause it's trendy now. Everybody want a strict partner, right? Now. Why do you feel like that is? I feel like a strict partner is romanticized in the sense where it's like the that's niggas cute. That, like that's cute. Like why you think that is?
Oh, that nigga must care about you. That nigga don't play about shit.
Okay, you pardon. Go ahead, expand on that. Why you feel like that?
Because I feel like people feel like, oh, well, I don't want nobody that's nonchalant. Well, I don't want a nigga that's nonchalant. So if I get a nigga that's really go crazy about me or whatever the case may be, is he must clearly like me. He must clearly love me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, toxic shit is really praised nowadays. It really is. I I can kind of say my. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think that's a good ass theory.
Yeah.
But I think there's also an element of like this like a control aspect that's being sensationalized, where it's like, if my niggas say I can't go to the party, I can't go to the party.
Right.
And for the woman, it's like, look, I'm the ideal woman. I don't go to parties. And for niggas, it's like, look at my girl. I tell her not to go to the party.
Right.
I think there's that like control dynamic where it's like, you know, it's a little weird. But that is a good. I never really thought about it like that. Where it's like, I just like the girl, like on the girl side of things, it's like, I just want somebody who really care about me. If this nigga's willing to.
Right. Then that clearly means he must care about me. If a nigga nonchalant, then he don't care about me.
It's a little naive to think that, but it's. If you are a person who your upbringing and shit that you went through in your past, like gives you that kind of insecurity, it will fill that void. Right. So although it doesn't make sense to me, I can see how people would you feel me gravitate towards that.
Yeah, like for example, I'm not gonna lie, do I feel like my boyfriend is a little strict? I feel like he just don't fuck around, you know. But it's not a controlling thing. It's just obviously he's in jail, so he's gonna want to know pretty much everything. And I can't be mad at him about that because I decided to still be with somebody who's in jail. I met him before he went to jail, but still, you know what I'm saying? Bitches be violating. Bitches be violating niggas that be home, and they definitely be violating times 3 when they mean it's in jail. So I can't really be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. But and then also on top of that, if you a nigga, most niggas that are like sluts, like they really get around, like they fuck around, like they be fucking niggas bitches, they be fucking niggas siblings, mothers, all types of shit. Like they gets down, they don't play. They very, you know what I'm saying, they are a little strict because they feel like bitches be violent. But I don't feel like that gives you the right to be strict. But I can understand why that would be, you know what I'm saying, why you would have some of those characteristics, because it's like, you know, I met bitches that stuck and fucked me on the first night when I met them in the spot or whatever the case may be. Is damn, I don't know if my bitch doing that when she in the spot. You feel me? Yeah,
but the way that is illogical is you can literally say that about anything, like anything and anybody.
What you mean?
Like you can say that about anything. Like let's say you go out to the club and some bitch that got a boyfriend fucking suck another nigga on the spot, right? You could be like, damn, I don't know what my bitch is doing, but you can say that about literally anybody that's cheating. If you know your man's is cheating, oh, she is fucking somebody, bitch. Oh, like you could literally have that. Like where does it end? You know what I mean?
Right.
And so it's like it's a little illogical. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this, and then we'll move on to the outro.
Yes.
Paint the line for me. Where's the line between a strict partner who cares about, like if you whatever the good version of like, oh, I got a strict partner, I got a strict man, whatever, and like where it's like, this is borderline, like even if it's not physically, like verbally abusive, like a little, like more on the abusive side, even if he's not necessarily beating you up and shit.
Right.
Like where does that line get drawn, and how do you draw it? How do you set that boundary?
Right.
And to me, that is why the strict shit is dangerous.
Yeah. Because sometimes it could get...
Go ahead, answer.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Put me on the spot. I feel like
I hit you with some shit on that.
Like, come on, nigga. I find it.
That was not on the run sheet.
I feel like the line is to the point where you cannot have a life of your own, and you cannot enjoy the people in your life, whether they were there before, whether they're there now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, if you fucking go out, that's it, nigga. I'm not fucking with you no more. I'm done with you. Oof. To make you be like, you know what? I ain't gonna go out. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, okay, I feel like a strict nigga would probably be like, bro, like who gonna be there? What niggas is gonna be there? Like, you know, but not on some like, oh, you cannot go. You're not going nowhere, nigga. You're not my father. Once they feel like a nigga start being your father, no. That's when it's too much. So it sounds to me like, and you tell me if I'm wrong, right? The line of like strict nigga is like, oh, babe, I'm going out with my friends. That's what you gonna do or whatever. Right. They try to manipulate you out of it, where it's like, that's a strict nigga. He wants you to go out. Right. So where it's like, if you like, oh, I'm going out with my friends, and he like get in your face, and he's like trying to be intimidating, and it's like that even if he didn't hit you and he's never has hit you, he's getting in your face as if like, you feel me?
And it seems like that's where the line is. But, and I'll leave it with this.
Yeah.
That's dangerous because how do you draw that boundary? How do you stop it from being, all right, fine, go out with your friends and I ain't whatever, to, yo, what you not, you know what I mean? Like, where, whatever. And so that's where that's dangerous. And I'll leave it at that unless you got more to say.
I mean, I just got a couple more things to say. I feel like, once it gets to that point where, you know what I'm saying, it's no, like, it's he just doing too much. I feel like, who's to say that he won't take it to the next level?
Yeah.
But also, too, I can say, like, for example, from the outside, somebody may think that my boyfriend is too, you know, whatever the case is, but it's just like, that nigga would not, like, I mean, I don't feel like he ever would hit me or he ever would, oh, bitch, this, that, and that. Like, he would never do that. Yes, he may get upset and raise his voice and stuff like that, but I do it too. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to be disrespectful. It's just that's human nature. When, you know what I'm saying, you get in a relationship with, when you get in an argument with your significant other or something like that, sometimes you'll get mad and raise your voice. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all may disagree about things and argue and shit like that. But when it gets to that point of controlling and all that, no, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. And we don't do abusive niggas over here. Okay. Because your ass will be behind bars or 6 feet under. You pick.
Did you?
No, I didn't even eat
okay.
it. Yeah.
We're going to wrap the show up like this, right? We got this episode. I got a sports episode that I'm recording tomorrow. So we got some major content for y'all. We'll be back soon. E, pop your shit before we go.
I feel like stop saying that older women that's in their 40s, 50s, 60s or whatever because they're single, nobody wants to be with them. Like, bitch, not everybody wants to be in it. Not everybody's end goal is to be in a relationship. Like, girl, like some of y'all just, everything is just about a nigga. I have to have a man. I have to be married. Like some women really want to live their life and don't give a fuck about having a man. Did you ever think about that?
On that theme, I'm going to leave on this. On old women. Shout out to, rest in peace to my girl Hilda.
Oh,
we
Lord.
miss you again. Rest in peace,
Rest
the
in
late
peace,
great
Miss
Hilda.
Yes.
Oh, y'all don't sleep on them old. Don't sleep on them old hoes.
I mean,
next
shit.
episode coming soon.
Yeah.
Yo, that is funny.
We done?
Nah, I think we done.
Yeah.